Good day, people. How you doing? I'm back. A little cloudy here today, but it's going to be beaming this afternoon, apparently, according to Mother Nature. You know, this video is how do I interface with the system but not prejudice myself. As per the video, The Great Obstacle, I'm not saying to get rid of the person. I'm saying you have a person, but man is not the person. To get rid of the person completely out of your life would require getting rid of all government identity documents, driver license, passport, birth certificates, SSN card, SIN card, all of it. We have never promoted that, nor is it necessary. We're talking about interfacing with the system here. You don't have to go live out in the woods. I showed all the relevant Canadian birth documents in our first video, Introduction to Trusts, Estates, and Securities. I get the odd report of people looking for birth registration that has only the given name on it. There is no such document. All the birth registrations require a surname or they will not register the birth. Pardon me, they will not register the event of the birth. I'm going to show you here what it says, what's stated in the Vital Statistics Act with respect to that, exactly what it says in there. Read your legislation. See here, this is the Ontario Vital Statistics Act. We're down to Section 10 here. That's all you need to know. Child's name. Subject to subsections 2, 4, and 5, a child whose birth is certified under Section 9 shall be given at least one forename and a surname. Remember, shall is a command. Now there's an exception. They can register the birth without the forename. This is what this exception part is telling you here. A child whose birth is certified under Section 9 need not be given a forename if the registrar general is satisfied that, and then here's the exceptions. But they will not ever register a birth or accept any birth registration documents without a surname. Ain't gonna happen. So they will not accept documents for registration without a surname. So how the heck are you going to find a document that has given names only, for heaven's sakes? I told you, you will be treated as a person whether you made a graven identity or not. Got it? Perfect. And I would add to that, you will be treated as a person whether the birth was registered or not. Got it? So whether the birth is registered or not, when you made a graven identity under yourself or not, graven image, you will be treated as a person in absence of evidence to the contrary. Simple as that. Okay, so you see that. Again, read your legislation. This is my certificate of live birth. It's actually here. It's called a statement of live birth. And you see here on the face of it, it says here, print name of child in full. And as I've said before, and you should know, a child is a person under the age of 18 years. So you can be 50 years of age and treated as a child of the country. Of means belonging to. If one is involved in a court matter and he does not get it out, I am not he, the person. I am the attorney of record. The judge in that courtroom will surely treat you as a child, a son of the country. I'm not saying you must go to court to be free of detachment of the person or to reclaim securities, but that is another way to go about taking control of your affairs, your estate, the accounts, reclaiming your securities other than by way of proxy. Very simple. Speaking of attorney, do you know why you're an attorney? Because you attorned. Think about it. Study up on that word, what it means. It's take it from here and turning over to here. Take it from here and turning over to here. They know you are serving a false god. They need you, men and women, to think for, speak for, and act for their dead fiction person. Think about it. While we are on the subject of the birth registration, this here is the Ontario form for requesting a birth certificate. Okay, I just want to show you one thing here. Right there. Who is the person named on the birth certificate? Clearly, the name on the birth certificate is a person's name. The issue of the birth certificate is the birth of the person. You are not, but you appear to be that person Once you've used the birth certificate as personal identification, you used it to apply for a driver's license, an SSN or SIN number account, passport, bank account, etc., and signed with a mere signature. No special endorsement. You also paid court fines, made loan payments, mortgage payments, all of which adds up to walks like a person, talks like a person, does what persons do, must be a person. There it is. Got that? Marvelous. Oh, that little clip on the birth certificate I showed you, you're actually not the person, you're actually the attorney of record, but you're acting like the person, you're appearing in person, you're doing the things that persons do and leading others to believe you're the person. That's part of what's working against you. It may be helpful to watch our video, How Did It Come to Be, that made unto the graven image, to help put some of this in perspective. All the concepts we talk about in these videos, one way or another, are intertwined with reclaiming your securities. All of them involve the registration of live birth, foundation security representing your estate held in trust. This is the most important of documents. Everything rides on it. As for the attorney of record, this is not common knowledge here. As for the attorney of record, all pleadings require the name of the attorney of record, be it you or a licensed attorney. This is important, it is the attorney's name on the pleading, not the person's name. I told you, the person does not actually exist. It cannot appear in the courtroom to answer to anything. Do you think they're going to command nothing to appear? They need you. This thing we can only talk about, requires representation. Someone, an attorney, to think for, speak for, and act for their dead fiction person. You're not supposed to know that, but you're the attorney of record. If you know of the deceptions, let them believe you're the person. Go ahead, play with their deceptions. Go along with it. Go ahead. Play the part. You just want to get to that point, not guilty or whatever it takes, so you get to trial. You want to get on the witness stand, and I said in our video, The Great Obstacle, and other videos, you want to get on that witness stand. I told you the courts have fictional jurisdiction, which is no jurisdiction at all. It's all make-believe. We have been living a fictional existence, going forth as that. When I am this, that does not exist. The person, this does. And what would you do if the judge said you're not an attorney? Would you fight or argue? Would that be in keeping with wise as a serpent or harmless as a dove? You got to say, well, I heard it on the internet. Some guy on the internet said I'm the attorney of record. No. That's fighting with them. Like I said, once we know of their deceptions, we turn their deceptions back on them. So if the judge was to say, and there's more to this, you got to know people should not be running out just doing stuff because they heard it here. It's just plain old foolhardy. Throwing snot balls at the wall. What would you do if the judge said you're not an attorney? Would you fight or argue? Would that be in keeping with wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove? How about, oh, I'm not the attorney of record? Then my name must not be on the pleading. I'm sorry, I have no business here, and turn around and walk out. If the judge threatens contempt or to have you arrested, excuse me, sir. Are not all men created equal? By what authority do you rule over another man and walk out? As for claims for damages, breach, performance, equitable relief can be made in the name of your estate. You can represent the estate, your estate, as the attorney of record for the estate. That's what they have you down as. Remember, fictions cannot appear. Fictions require a man or a woman, something live, breathing, that can think, speak, and act. Tongue-tied and twisted here today. To show up in the courtroom. They're not commanding nothing to appear. It's all a deception. I get it. Hopefully you guys do too. Anyhow, we will leave this video that you have a person to use to interface with the legal system without prejudicing yourself, and that it is you, and that you is not the person, no longer lost at sea. Furthermore, they hold your estate in trust. In other words, if you are not the person, and all men are created equal, Who then but you, the man / the woman, owns the claim of ownership to your estate, the property held in trust, here by Her Majesty the Queen? Seriously, think about it. Just a little bit more here on the registration of live birth document, the foundational security. This is the most important document. This is it. This represents your estate, and the estate is interest is the ultimate security. The security of securities in your world. So it says, like it says, print name of child. On one line it has clearly marked surname. That's where the mom puts, her dad puts a surname. Below that it says given names on mine. And there's the given name or given names. Newer ones have first, middle, and last name. But you see here, they cannot and they will not register the birth without a surname. They'll do it without given names. You'll see in that, you saw in that video clip the exceptions, but they will not register a birth without a surname. Ain't gonna happen. So you're not gonna get a birth certificate. Not gonna happen. So just to clarify that, there is no document that has given names only, and even if there was, what are you gonna do with it? Go out there and say this is my name, not that one. You returned. It's too late. You've returned. We were deceived, so now we have to understand the deceptions and turn those deceptions back on them. Use those deceptions in our favor. Those deceptions in our favor. Anyhow, that's all I wanted to talk about here today. Try to keep some of these a little short and sweet. And that's it. God bless. Love you. Till next time, remember, light of God never fails. Not possible. Keep smiling. God bless. Love you.